sorry. It looks like we have audio now.
Oh, good. What about now? Oh, this one's dead. I can't hear. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Test, test, test.
Okay, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye. You and I. Barry, why can't we get rid of this thing? I don't know. I have no idea. We had it working the other day. Okay, here we have another problem. Okay. Something happened last time when we put the camera away, and that electrical cord is not working quite right. So you have to really watch to make sure power stays on. Okay. And it's just a short in the wire, but I tried to tape it. When I taped it, it just made it worse, because then I had to untape it in order to get it off.
Test. Test, 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 test. Check, test. Check, test. 1, 2, 3, test. Check, test, 1, 2, 3. Check, test, 1, 2, 3. You got it? You can hear? Okay, go. I got nothing now. Check, test, 1, 2, 3. You're good? You're good.
Hear me? Taylor? Okay.
play's going on, just don't bother talking because Taylor will take over that because of whistle. You know, then just flip from off to on, and you can just talk with him through the microphone. You'll have that. You'll be wearing that. You know, just like this.
Don't talk when the whistle goes.
When the whistle goes, turn this on, and you can start talking with him, and you'll be able to hear him in this ear. Or if you ask him a question, yeah. Yeah, if he directs the question, yeah. So if he asks you a question, it's like, well, you know, Brett, what do you think, or anything like that, just talk about what you see. Basically, just watch the game and provide your expertise in the hockey game. That's really all you got to do. It's really casual. Yeah. Just like a conversation.
Yeah, I'll use that.
Yeah, and just because it's a microphone, just leave it off, because if you're not talking and you have it on, then you'll get all the crowd noise and it'll drown out Taylor. So just leave it off until you start talking. And that's the switch right there. Off and on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to MacArthur Island Sport and Events Center. It's Saturday night. We've got KIJHL action between the Kamloops Storm and the Sicamous Eagles coming right up for you. Joining me today on color is Brett Watkinson, forward for the Kamloops Storm. He's out on injury leave right now, I guess we'll say. So, Brett, say hi to the folks out there.
Hello, everybody.
So, the Storm, Brett, you guys just got back from it was a 3-week road swing. How do you guys feel coming home to Kamloops? What do you got to do tonight against the Eagles?
I know I got to play them hard. They're a really good team, and we have a lot of confidence from that those wins on the weekend. And yeah.
All right, perfect. Well, puck is dropped. We're underway here. Buchanan now with the puck for the Storm. He carries over center ice, dumps it deep into Sicamous territory. Play comes back out to center ice. Nothing doing for the Storm right now, and the Eagles take control in their own end, looking to set things up in neutral ice. Puck is dumped in down below the goal line behind Marcus Beasley. Thrown out in front. Nobody home there for the Eagles. We've got a whistle on the play. Glove pass is the call, so we will bring things back outside the Kamloops blue line and set things up for another face-off. Just over 30 seconds here into the first period. Rasmussen controls the puck off the draw for Kamloops. Nothing doing on the breakout, though. Rasmussen picks it up at center ice, carrying deep into Sicamous territory. That shot is steered aside by Sicamous goaltender Chris Joyce. The Eagles are away at center ice now. Number 4, Cam Olsen, dumping the puck deep into Kamloops territory. Beasley stops it behind his own net, plays it up for his winger. The Storm having a little bit of trouble getting out of their own end right now. Finally, Rasmussen's able to clear the zone. Fordham's with a shot. That doesn't make it through. And the Eagles turn things the other direction before Matt Demore dumps the puck back into Sicamous territory. Anderson now fighting for the puck in behind Joyce. He can't come up with it, and the Eagles are away at center ice. Play comes down low into the corner. Anderson with it. He gets it to Markin. Storm looking to break out here. Under pressure from the Eagles, though, and they're unable to do so. Chipped away to center, and here's a break. That loose puck can't be corralled by Anderson. So it's 0-0 with 17:45 remaining here in the first period. We had a minor delay prior to the start of the game as there was a broken pane of glass during the warm-ups. Here's an opportunity, 2-on-1. The shot right into the crest of Beasley, and he swallows up that puck. No rebound on the play. And we'll set things up for a face-off deep in Kamloops territory to the right of Marcus Beasley. Eagles control off the draw. That shot is tipped in front. Beasley got a piece of it and steered it aside. Jader now up at the point. He can't clear the puck for Kamloops. Buchanan reverses to Shook, who can't do anything with it. Long shot. That whistle's wide. Eagles controlling the play right now. Neese keeps that puck in at the blue line. Before Shook is able to chip it out to center ice, and the Storm will head off on a change. Number 50, Nick McCabe. Perron now, carrying the puck over center ice. He chips it into Eagles territory. On the forecheck, takes out his man. He finds Taylor Ward. Ward looking for a man out front. They can't connect, and Sicamous is able to clear the zone. Perron battling at center ice for the puck. He can't come up with it. Wood joins the fray. He battles at the blue line, is able to find Matisse in his own end, who simply chips it out of the danger zone. Joyce sets things up in his own end for Sicamous. Puck is given away at the point. Wood now with an opportunity in the slot. Shot, he scores! Stephen Wood with a wrist shot over the glove of number 1, Chris Joyce, and the Storm lead 1-0. Brett, what did you see on that play? How did everything develop there?
Just off turnover. Wood's on advantage, took it in, made a nice shot. He's a very, very good player as the age. That was a very good goal.
So with just less than 16 minutes remaining here in the period, the Kamloops Storm take a 1-0 lead on that play, courtesy of Stephen Wood. So play continues down low. Again, another shot! Devin Oakes makes it 2-0 before we can even finish hearing the announcement on that last goal. And the Kamloops Storm now have a 2-goal lead. So Oakes will get credit on that second marker. Brett, what did you see? I was busy updating the scoreboard here, so I missed how the play developed. We're back underway here. Nice now with the puck for Sicamous, looking to stir something up as they've allowed 2 quick goals against, so the Eagles will look to turn things around. The last time these two teams met, the Eagles came out on top 8-4, so the Storm looking for a little bit of redemption and doing a good job of working towards that early on here in the first period. Nice now with the puck for the Eagles. He's badgered by Captain Ryan Skinner. Eagles managed to chip it into Kamloops territory. Buchanan back for it behind his own net. Fights off the forecheck, but only for a short time there before Braden Takima jumped all over him. Puck comes out in the slot. The shot, that's blocked in front. The rebound lays there. Beasley with a nice pad save. Puck at the point. Joel Kipp with it. He throws it just wide of the net. Shot in the slot. Sails over top of Beasley. Wood now. He can't come up with the puck in the corner. Markin does. He finds Buchanan. Buchanan looking for an outlet. Nothing there, so he simply chips it out. No icing on the play as the puck comes right to Chris Joyce, and he'll freeze it for a whistle with 14-18 remaining here in the first period. Brett, feel free to jump in anytime you like. I'm not gonna keep control over the microphone here, so if you got something to say, definitely go for it. Puck is dropped. McCabe wins the draw for the Storm. Wood simply chips it into the corner. Out front, Joyce is wandering a little bit. The Eagles are away at center ice. Long pass for number 2, Derek Miskimen. He puts that on Beasley, but an easy save for the Kamloops netminder, and we'll have another face-off to the glove side of Marcus Beasley. McCabe on the draw for Kamloops. He can't control. Shot from the high circle. Rebound lays there. Good scoring opportunity there for the Eagles, who are looking to cut this lead. The Storm got out to an early 2-0 advantage here in the first period. Jader chips it down into Sicamous territory. Joyce is out there to handle it. He plays it up to his winger. Miskimen chips it into Kamloops territory, and the Eagles will head off on the line change. Anderson now. He finds his man. McNanny with the shot. Long pass, and here's an opportunity for Sicamous. Quickly closed in on by Spencer Shook, though, and that opportunity is eliminated. Buchanan with a nice move at his own goal line, and he's off to the races. Buchanan carrying in, just offside at the blue line, and will reset things just outside of Sicamous territory with 12:53 remaining here in the first period.
Pretty good start to the game on these guys because they're a very good team. You know, just forechecking really hard, and Marcus Beasley is playing very good. I just got to keep it up, and I'll beat these guys, no problem.
So, Brett, can you give me a bit of a scouting report on Chris Joyce? I'm not sure if he played. This is my first time actually seeing him. So, I mean, he's a big guy, covers a lot of space in the crease. What are the keys to beating Chris Joyce tonight?
Don't really know Chris Joyce, but he looks like he's the goalie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Look, big guy. He's pretty good. Just got to keep shooting on him, and he'll get the rebounds out, and we'll be there to put it in on him.
All right, well, the Storm will look to set things up in the offensive end here as they chip the puck out of their own zone. The Eagles, meanwhile, are trying to cut into this lead here, still sitting at 2-0. Matisse chips that puck off the glass out towards center ice. McNanny now had the puck on his stick, didn't even realize it. He heads off for a change. Matisse can't connect with his man. No icing on the play. Fortem's in on the forecheck. He manages to come up with the puck. Finds Rasmussen. Back to the point. Matisse with the long shot. That doesn't make its way through. Long lead pass for Barry. Barry can't quite catch up to it as Beasley swats that aside. Buick now with the puck for Sicamous. He finds the point man. Puck comes down low. Backhand shot. Beasley's there. He jumps on the rebound. Few extracurriculars here after the whistle. No harm done, though. So with 11:21, we'll line up for a face-off to the blocker side of Marcus Beasley. The Storm continue to lead 2-0 here, just about halfway through the first period. Aaron Markin lines up to take the draw against number 9, Brendan DeVries of the Sicamous Eagles. Markin wins that puck off the draw. Comes around the sideboard. Skinner controls. He manages to clear the zone. And Markin and Anderson head in on the forecheck for Kamloops. The Eagles now into Kamloops territory. DeVries with the shot. Nice blocker save there by Marcus Beasley. The Eagles continue to pressure. Here comes an opportunity down low. That's turned aside by Beasley as well. Demore now with the puck. He carries to center ice, dumps it into Sicamous territory, and heads off on a line change. Anderson putting some pressure on Joyce in behind his own net. Delayed offside on the play there. The Eagles thought they had an opportunity, but nothing doing as number 16, Braden Takema, couldn't control that pass. Buchanan now. Delayed penalty call on the play as Buchanan touches the puck. Kneeing is going to be the call. Rourke O'Brien heading to the box for the Storm, so Kamloops looking to kill off a 2-minute minor here to Rourke O'Brien with 10 minutes and 9 seconds remaining here in the first period. Perron can't control the puck off the draw, and the Eagles look to set things up here on the power play. Long shot is tipped in front just over top of Marcus Beasley. McNanny fighting down in the corner. He's got two Eagles players tied up there, and eventually the Storm managed to clear the zone. Puck comes right to Chris Joyce. He simply sets things up behind his own net. Stosky finds Marcotte. Marcotte now the captain of the Eagles, finds Stosky back at the point. They play pitch and catch, looking to set things up here for Sicamous. Long shot, clear lane, and Marcus Beasley simply snatches that with his glove. So with a minute 17 remaining in the penalty to Rourke O'Brien, will have a face-off to the left of Marcus Beasley. Rasmussen lines up on the face-off for Kamloops. He can't control. Taylor Ward is there to support, though, trying to clear the zone. Barry now with Buick. Buick finds the point man. The Eagles are doing a good job of working the perimeter, but nothing happening towards Marcus Beasley. There's a long shot. Comes off the end boards, but Beasley is there to gobble it up. So we've got 8:52 remaining here in the first period. Rasmussen lines up on the draw. He can't control. Here's the shot. Beasley makes the save. 2 saves there. Beasley kicked out his right pad to make that rebound stop. Eagles continuing to buzz here on the power play. Powers finds the point man. Long pass down low finds Connor Buick. Buick can't fight off Anderson, but Powers is there to help him out. Powers now with the point high up. That shot's blocked by Anderson. And Taylor Ward clears the puck, and the Storm will head off on a line change with about 5 seconds left in that penalty. That should just about do it for the Sicamous Eagles on the man advantage. Opal now finds a man in the slot. The shot, he scores! Brendan DeVries left alone in the slot, and he wires that wrist shot over the glove hand of Marcus Beasley to cut the Kamloops Storm lead to 2-1. What went wrong on that play there for the Storm, Brett?
The 2 guys got caught watching one guy, and they left the guy right in front, and he had a chance, and he just scored and scored. Just got to get it back, though. Still up 2-1. Still a lot of game left.
Yeah, 8 minutes still remaining here in the first period. 2-1 is the score. The Storm lead the Sicamous Eagles. Buchanan clears his own end, and the Sicamous Eagles will set things up at center ice. Puck is chipped into Kamloops territory. Buchanan corrals it. He looks for the long lead pass. Nobody's there, though. Simply plays it down onto the stick of Sicamous goaltender Chris Joyce. Marking on the forecheck. Can't come up with the puck. Long lead pass. Number 6, Brad Crump, is there for the Eagles, but he can't quite control the puck. Markin and Buchanan fighting down low. They managed to clear the zone for Kamloops. Only momentarily, though, as the Eagles dump it back in. Shook now. He's got ice to skate with. Shook with a couple nice moves. Works into Sicamous territory. Can't get the shot off. Rasmussen's there. Puck doesn't quite make it through to Joyce, though. Stosky now heads into Kamloops territory. Down below the goal line, he battles with Shook. Skinner now at the half boards, can't come up with the puck. Marcotte. Tough angle shot there is stopped by Beasley. The puck lays there. Rasmussen off the glass to the blue line and just out. Wood now down in his own end in the corner. He battles along with teammate Rasmussen, and the Storm managed to clear the zone. Hislop with the long lead pass for Marcotte. Marcotte with a nice move in the high slot. The shot, and that one just whistles over top of Marcus Beasley. Wood manages to chip it to Oakes at center ice. Oakes fires it into Sicamous territory. McCabe and Fortem's in on the forecheck. They can't manage to force the turnover. Buick, long shot, easily handled by Marcus Beasley with 5:24 remaining, and we'll have a face-off to the blocker side of the Kamloops goaltender. So Buick and McCabe line up on the draw here. Buick manages to control the puck off the face-off. Comes to the point, chipped down low to Barry. Powers now, in behind Marcus Beasley. He's looking out front, but can't make his way there. He's got help from Cameron Barry. And Barry puts that puck in the net. An odd play. The puck squirted loose from behind the net to the side of Marcus Beasley. And the crowd barely even reacted to that. I don't even think people were sure that that was in. So with 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining here in the first period, the Sicamous Eagles have managed to erase a 2-0 Kamloops lead. Brett, what happens in a situation like this? If you're on the bench or you're one of the guys down there, you have a 2-0 lead, you give it up within 10 minutes. What do you have to do to turn things around?
I know, it's got to settle down. Playing a little bad, but, he's got to get back into it. Still got a lot of time. Someone's just got to step up and get our team back up there.
So we got a little bit of a scrum down in the crease as Chris Joyce gets run over by a number of players who ended up on their keisters. We'll let the referees and linesmen sort that ordeal out. Brett, you talk about someone needing to step up. Is there anybody in particular that you guys rely on? I mean, I know as a team, you sort of rely on one another to chip in and help out when the time comes. But is there anybody in particular that you guys lean on or look to at a moment like this in a game?
The person I look up to, but I'm not sure everyone else does. I look at the Ryan Skinner, our captain.
Right.
He's a big guy, and he likes to step up, make some hits. If he has to fight, he'll fight just to get a team up. Yeah, he's a good player.
So is it a physical play, like a big body check or a fight, or just a matter of going out and having a good energy shift that sort of turns things around for you guys?
Yeah, just a big hit or just big energy shift, just to get the guys back in it.
All right, so roughing after the whistle is the call, and the Sicamous Eagles find themselves down one man with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first period. Long shot from the point is over top of the net. Joyce didn't even have eyes on it. Didn't see his reaction until after the puck had hit the glass in behind him. So Buchanan now at the point. He finds Shook. Shook at the half wall, trying to open up a lane. Throws the puck on net. Lays there. But nobody can clean up that garbage. As Joyce just seems to always be in position, Brett. I mean, I don't know if it's his big body, but every puck that's directed towards the net just seems to hit him no matter what.
Yeah, he's a pretty good goalie. As you see, he just looks around the player, even Ryan Skinner. He's pretty good.
So got a whistle on the play. We'll bring things back outside into neutral ice. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining here on the man advantage for Kamloops. 3:54 left in the first period. We're all knotted at 2 here as the Storm got out to an early 2-0 lead in the first 5 minutes of the game, and in the last 5 minutes here, the Eagles have managed to erase that lead. So we'll wait and see what happens in the remaining 3:47. Rasmussen on the draw for Kamloops. He wins it so clean, it goes right past Matisse all the way back to Beasley, who sets things up for his defender. Matisse now looking up ice. He finds Wood. Wood dumps that cross corner into Sicamous territory. Fortems is there. Gets the puck to Rasmussen. Rasmussen and Fortems trying to set things up, and Fortems just can't quite handle that pass, so Sicamous We'll eat a few more seconds off of the penalty clock here. 23 remaining in the man advantage for Kamloops. Rasmussen has it. He carries in to Sicamous territory, dumps it in behind to Chris Joyce. Not afraid to go out and handle the puck for Sicamous. Fortems now in behind Joyce. Throws it out front. Oakes was there, but he couldn't get a stick on it, and the Eagles will clear. That should just about do it here for the Kamloops power play. Number 18, Joel Kipp. Pardon me, that's number 10, Connor Buick, in on the forecheck for Sicamous. Buick can't find a man down below the goal line, and the Storm managed to clear. Got a delayed penalty call on the play. Elbowing it is number 7, Jamison Stosky, heading to the box for Sicamous. So with 2:36 remaining here in the first period, the Storm will get another opportunity on the power play after squandering that last man advantage. Rasmussen lines up on the draw. He's got Oakes and Fortems flanking him on the wings. Shook and Buchanan at the point. Storm can't control off the draw, and that puck is sent the length of the ice. Marcus Beasley will set it up for Daniel Buchanan, who takes a look, surveys the situation, and skates out of his own end. Buchanan now in over the Sicamous blue line. He stops up. Long shot in behind the net. Shook now for Buchanan. Buchanan with the shot. Oakes couldn't get a stick on it in front. Fortems now. Looking back door. Shook leaking down low. He gets the puck from Buchanan. Thrown out front. Rasmussen can't handle it, and that puck is cleared out to center ice. Buchanan turns things back right away. Finds Oakes at the blue line. Oakes back to Buchanan. Just about missed that errant pass. Shook now. Looking back door for Oakes, but there was a stick there from a Sicamous Eagle, and that play is broken up. Kellen Opel now on the penalty kill for the Eagles. Chews a little bit of time off the clock and heads back out to center ice as the Storm set things up. Buchanan for Markin. Markin carries in. He's got Skinner with him as well as Taylor Ward. Ward now to the point. Shook. Can't quite handle the pass clean. He simply puts it to the corner safely with 30 seconds remaining here in the man advantage for Kamloops. Delayed penalty on the play. Taylor Ward looks to be headed to the box. 2 minutes for tripping will be the call with 1 minute and 1 second remaining here in the first period. So we bring things all the way back down to Kamloops territory as a result of that penalty. Markin lines up on the draw. He can't control. Barry is there for Sicamous, causing problems for the Kamloops defenders. He gets the puck into the slot. Long shot off the side of the net as Barry is there looking to work the puck out front. Buick now carrying in over the Kamloops line. That shot is blocked by Anderson, and the Storm clear out to center ice. Matheson trying to set things up there for the Eagles, but nothing doing as he tried to skate that in over the blue line on his own. Barry. He's eliminated on the play by Matt Demore. Anderson now down below the goal line for the Storm. Big hit on the sidewall by Colin Matheson. And that is going to do it for the first period here. 2-2 is the score. The Kamloops Storm and the Sicamous Eagles currently knotted. Brett, thoughts on the first period of play? What do the Storm have to do in order to improve their chances in the second period here?
I know it's got to get a little harder. We had a really good start. Came with a 2-0 lead, then we started slowing down as we went through the period. And they got 2 goals on us. And got this whole intermission to think about what we need to do better.
Right. So the Storm had a few power play opportunities there and weren't really able to get things set up and maintain any pressure on the man advantage. What do you have to do against this Sicamous team in order to set yourself up better to take advantage of those power play opportunities?
You just got to get in front of that big goalie. You know, he's really good, but you'll get put out juicy rebounds, and you know, just got to get a lot of shots. Sicamous is a really good team, so yeah.
All right, so that does it for first period action here at MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. The intermission festivities have already begun if you can't hear them, so we'll take a little bit of a breather here and be back for second period action in about 15 minutes or so. All right, we're back underway here in the second period from MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. With that, the Kamloops Storm have killed off the penalty to number 8, Taylor Ward. So the Eagles head into Storm territory looking to get things set up. In their own end, Marcotte finds Buick. Buick now away at center ice. He chips it into Kamloops territory. Wood with the puck for Kamloops. He finds Fortems. Fortems carrying out of his own end. Looking for an outlet pass. Nobody home, though, and he simply chips it away. Follows up on his play, though. Fortems with a long shot. That's stopped by Joyce. Collects his rebound. Fortems takes a heavy check there in behind. Powers. He connects with Barry. Barry streaking in. And he finishes. So, number 11, Cameron Barry, takes that pass from Stephen Powers, breaks in on Marcus Beasley, and makes no mistake, giving the Eagles a 3-2 lead here with 18 minutes remaining in the second period. Brett, what did you see on that play there?
Just the defense saw a guy going and good pass, and a guy had a chance and took the D wide and put it in on Marcus Beasley. It's got to get it back. We still have a lot of game left.
So 17:52 remaining here in the second period. We set up just outside of Sicamous territory. Markin wins that puck off the draw. But the Eagles are back out at center ice. Number 16, Braden Takema, can't quite handle that pass. Manages to chip the puck into Kamloops territory, though. Opal now with it for the Eagles. He circles the zone. Long shot is thrown in and steered aside by Beasley. Opal continuing to follow up on the puck. He's got it once again, looking to the point, controls it himself, looping for the second time in the offensive end. Puck comes down low to Takema. Storm control the turnover, and Anderson is away. He chips it into Eagles territory, down below the goal line. Skinner is there as well, but he can't come up with the puck. Shook holds that puck in at the blue line, gets off a weak shot. And with no screen in front, Joyce handles that easily and freezes it for a whistle. Perron now with the puck down in the corner. He's got Rourke O'Brien with him as well as Briar McNanny. Perron finishes his check down low. Shook chips that puck into Sicamous territory, but Perron was just a step or two offside on the play, still trying to clear the zone from that last offensive foray. Shook steps up on his man at the red line there, breaking up that play. The Storm head the other direction now. Kamloops can't get set up and the Eagles are away. Shook with the puck at his own blue line. He chips it to center ice. Number 18, Joel Kipp. The long lead pass there for Sicamous. And the Eagles will head off for a line change. Stosky can't quite connect with Marcotte there. Jader now. He finds Ward, who can't handle the pass. We got a 3-on-1 opportunity down low here for Sicamous. Nothing doing, though, for the Eagles. Marcotte took out Zach Jader at the blue line. And it looks as though he is going to head to the box. Boarding is the call on the play, so number 8, Corbin Marcotte, heading to the penalty box for the Sicamous Eagles. And the Kamloops Storm will head to the power play for the first time here in the second period, looking to erase a 1-goal deficit with 15:26 remaining in the second. Rasmussen gets the puck to Anderson off the draw. Long shot, handled by Joyce. The rebound's there. Rasmussen can't come up with it, though. And Buick is away with Barry. Long shot is handled by Beasley. Puck comes to Oakes, who drops it back for Anderson. He plays catch with Matisse. Matisse now skating out of his own end. He goes cross ice for Anderson, who finds Rasmussen. Anderson now with the puck at the point. Long shot into the glove of number 1, Chris Joyce, and we'll have a face-off to the left-hand side of the Sicamous goaltender with 14:47 remaining here in the second period and 1:21 in the man advantage for Kamloops. Brett, the Storm have struggled to get things set up here on this man advantage again. What do you got to do in order to create some opportunities for yourself?
You just got to calm yourself down. You know, they came out early, scored a goal, and you just got to battle it back.
All right, so we're back underway here. Buchanan now with the puck at the point. He finds Fortems at the half wall. Fortems down low for Rasmussen. He tries to connect with Buchanan at the point, but the stick of number 9, Brendan DeVries, is there to break up that play. Oakes now for Shook. Shook just inside the Sicamous blue line. He throws it down below the goal line for Rasmussen. Rasmussen throws it into the slot, but nobody's there, and now Kellen Opal is away for the Eagles. He's waiting for help. Has number 9, Brendan DeVries, with him, but outmanned by the Storm. Markin now with an opportunity, and he wires that one high over top of Chris Joyce. A great opportunity for Aaron Markin there on the power play, but no shot on net. Buchanan now fires a long shot from the point. That whistles wide. Ward collects the puck in the corner. He goes back for Buchanan, who fires it. Puck is deflected by Markin, and once again doesn't quite hit the target. Long shot, another deflection. That one hits Joyce, but he collects the rebound, and with 2 seconds left in the man advantage, we'll have a face-off to the blocker side of number 1, Chris Joyce. So Sasha Perron heads to the face-off dot. He lines up against number 10, Connor Buick of the Eagles. Perron wins the draw. Puck comes to Demore. Long shot is wide. And that one's going to come all the way out to center ice. Barry is taken out at the Kamloops blue line. He's back on his feet, but looked to be hurt on the initial collision. Perron chips that one into Sicamous territory. Joyce is out to collect it. Under pressure from Rourke O'Brien. Joyce now once again setting the puck up for his defender. Number 16, Braden Takema, is there to collect. The Eagles now can't quite get things organized here at center ice. Puck is dumped in by Connor Buick. He has at it with Brian McNanny a little bit at the blue line. Looks like we've got a penalty call on the play. And it's going to be Buick heading to the box. Slashing is the call, so I imagine that came as a result of his interaction there with Brian McNanny at the Kamloops blue line. So 12:28 remaining here in the second period, and the Storm once again head to the man advantage, looking to erase a 3-2 deficit. Rasmussen can't come up with the puck off the draw. Stosky rings it around the boards, not quick enough to clear the zone though. Fortems now. He finds Buchanan at the cross point. Buchanan with the shot. Doesn't quite make it through to Joyce, and the Eagles clear out to center ice. DeVries now. He's got Ogle in front. Ogle now in the slot. The shot. It's wide. DeVries can't collect the rebound, so a great scoring opportunity there for Sicamous while short-handed as Brendan DeVries and Kellen Opel work to create that opportunity for Sicamous. Skinner now has the puck down in Eagles territory. Fires a shot. Rasmussen is there, but he can't redirect that puck past Joyce, and we've got a face-off with 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the Kamloops man advantage. Markin lines up to take the draw against Marcotte. Wins the puck back to Anderson. Long shot. That whistles wide. Wood plays it back down low for Markin. Markin has Skinner out in front and Anderson at the point. He goes to Anderson. Anderson pitches it back low for Markin, who wheels to the top of the circle. Finds Anderson. The shot deflected by Skinner just above the crease. And with 11:13 remaining here in the second period, Ryan Skinner has evened the score for the Kamloops Storm. Brett, can you break down that play for me a little bit there? How did that puck end up in the back of the net?
They moved the puck around very well, and Markin made a nice pass to Anderson, and Anderson made a nice shot, and Skinner was able to get stuck on it, and then we scored. Yeah.
So in the first period, you mentioned Ryan Skinner as being a guy that you look to for motivation and a little bit of energy when you guys give up some goals at your own end of the ice, and we see that here. Now, how do you maintain that momentum? You've tied the game at 3. What do you do moving forward in order to ensure that you don't give the Eagles another opportunity to get back on the scoreboard?
You just got to work hard. After that goal, you just got to work a lot harder and get the lead. And after the lead, just play smart and just dump and chase.
All right, so apparently that goal was under, maybe not review, but it was under discussion by the officials here at center ice. Referee has pointed to the center dot, so we do have a good goal on the play. So 3-3 is the score. We've got 11:13 remaining here in the second period as Ryan Skinner ties the game for the Kamloops Storm on the man advantage. Perron now off the draw. He gets the puck to O'Brien. The Storm can't control at center ice, and the Eagles head into Kamloops territory. Buchanan collects, though. He's got plenty of ice to work with. Buchanan not taking his time, working his way down the ice. Backhand shot is steered aside by Joyce. Heavy hit along the wall there. Eagles are away at center ice now. Matheson carries in over the Kamloops blue line. He finds Grieve. Grieve throws the puck into the slot, but number 12, number 2, Derek Miskimen couldn't quite handle the puck as he was being badgered by a couple Kamloops defenders. Stosky now in his own end for Sicamous. Long lead pass for Crump. And that play is quickly eliminated as the Storm head out to center ice. Rasmussen's tripped up. No call on the play. Puck comes to Oakes, who finds Rasmussen. The shot. Once again, Chris Joyce is there to swallow up that puck with 10 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the second period. Rasmussen lines up on the draw. He's got Oakes and Fortems on the wings. Rasmussen can't collect the puck off the draw. It's thrown to the point, held in there by Matisse. Fortems now down below the goal line. He can't come up with the puck. And the Eagles are away at center ice. Powers with Buick. The shot, that's just off the post in behind Marcus Beasley. So a close call there for the Storm, as Buick had Beasley beat but not the iron. Wood now in behind his own net. He finds Fortems. Fortems has some space. He carries in over the Sicamous blue line. Rasmussen heads to the net. No open lane there for Fortems to find him. Powers now, as the puck is turned over at the Kamloops blue line, he breaks into Storm territory. Good back check there by Fortems, eliminates the opportunity for Powers, ensuring that this game stays tied at 3. Play continues now down low in the corner. DeVries trying the toe drag, but can't quite create enough space for himself. Long shot from the point comes to Beasley, who grabs it with the trapper and will freeze it for a whistle. We've got 8:57 remaining here in the second period.
Well, I'm going to give this mic to my good friend Cole Prince.
All right, so we're going to change on the fly here, as Brett Watkinson is going to check out and Cole Prince is going to check in. All right, so we're ready here. We've got Cole set up. Cole, say hi to the folks out there.
Oh, it's a pretty good game today.
There we go. Yeah, hold that mic a little bit closer.
All right.
There we go. Now everybody can hear you.
Pretty good game between the Kamloops Storm and the Sicamous Eagles today.
So what are your thoughts through the first period and a half, Cole? I mean, we're tied at 3. What, in your opinion, have the Storm done well through the first half of the game, and what do they need to improve on if they want to win this game?
Well, I'd say Kamloops needs to really take the body more. They really crashed the net pretty good. Led to a couple goals. Screening the goalie, That's how goals come.
Yeah.
It's a good game, though.
It has been a close one, no doubt there. We're tied at 3 with 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the second period. Puck comes to the point in Kamloops territory. That shot is blocked by Markin. The Eagles control at center ice, though. Number 15, Jordan Harder, chips it into Kamloops territory. Marcotte driving the net. That puck just ends up sailing wide of Beasley, so another opportunity there for the Eagles, who certainly aren't going away, despite recently being scored on that man advantage by Ryan Skinner. Puck is dumped in from center ice by Matheson. He goes at it with Jader a little bit. Not enough to draw the attention of the officials, though. Turnover at the Kamloops blue line, and Harder is in. Gets the shot off. Stopped by Beasley, and the rebound is cleared out by the Storm. So we've got icing on the play with 7 minutes and 7 seconds remaining here in the second period. Tied at 3, and we'll bring things all the way back down to Kamloops territory. Perron lines up on the draw against number 44, Nathan Grieve. They jostle before the puck's dropped. And that's going to cause a further delay on the puck drop. So Grieve is not only thrown out on the draw, but looks like he's drawn himself a penalty here. Slashing appears to be the call. So Grieve heads to the box. Perron also heads to the box. So coincidentals there on the play. They'll offset. We'll play 5-on-5 hockey. The officials are the officials are a little bit disorganized here as both teams try to make line changes in between the penalty call and the last face-off that the linesman tried to set up. So unsportsmanlike conduct is the call for both Perron and Grieve on that play. Either way, they're offsetting, so we've got 5-on-5 hockey here. No change in the pace. Buick now with the puck down below the Kamloops goal line. He works it in the corner. Puck comes to the point. That shot by Olsen flutters wide of Beasley. Buick now working out in front. First shot is stopped by Beasley. He's there for the second one as well. Jader continuing to battle in behind the net despite the fact that the play has moved on. Buick chips it back into Kamloops territory, and he will head off for a line change for the Eagles. Funny bounce as that puck squirted back to Marcus Beasley. He will freeze it for a face-off with 6:19 remaining here in the second period. We're still tied at 3. DeVries now lining up on the face-off here against Rasmussen. Rasmussen controls the puck on the play, gets it to DeMore. DeMore can't find anybody in behind the Kamloops net, and the Eagles control. In the slot is DeVries. He's quickly eliminated by Oakes. DeMore now goes cross-crease dangerously for Matisse, who chips it out to Fortems at center ice. Rasmussen now with the puck in Eagles territory. Throws it out in front, just out of reach of Devin Oakes. The Eagles turn it the other way now. Opal throws it out in front. Couldn't be handled there by Takema. Puck comes around the far side. Fortems with it. He chips it to Oakes, who has a little bit of space. Oakes with a shot. I don't know if Joyce got a piece of it or just missed the side of the net there. Rasmussen now working with Fortems and Oakes down in Sicamous territory. Fortems and Rasmussen tied up down in the corner. They can't come up with the puck. And Takema is away. Just missed a heavy check there by Spencer Shook, whose stick went flying into the offensive zone. Long shot is thrown in there on Joyce. Easy stop for him, and he'll freeze it for a face-off. Markin and Marcotte line up here on the face-off. The puck is dropped. Markin wins it cleanly back to Wood. Throws it towards the net. Blocked by number 15, Jordan Harder, on the play. And the Eagles head to center ice. Marcotte now can't control the puck at the Kamloops blue line. Harder dumps it into Storm territory. Beasley sets it up for his defenseman, Stephen Wood. Skinner now with the puck at the half wall. Space closes on him quickly. We've got a delayed penalty call on the play as Skinner's stick was knocked out of his hands. So Harder is going to head to the box. 2 minutes for slashing after he chopped the stick out of the hands of number 16, Ryan Skinner. So with 4:26 remaining here in the second period, the Kamloops Storm have an opportunity on the man advantage. Cole, what do the Storm have to do if they want to take control of this opportunity and make the most of it?
Well, I'd say that they need to crash the net, get in front of the net, make sure Joyce can't see the puck. Lots of shots on the point. Seem to be working all game. Cycle would do good too. Take the body a couple times. It's been a good game lately. Both back and forth.
So, Oakes can't control the puck on that face-off after Rasmussen was tossed. Scramble ensues down in the corner. All three Storm forwards are in there battling for control of the puck. Rasmussen can't come up with it. He finally manages to chip it to Buchanan at the point. Couple head fakes from Buchanan before that shot steered just wide by Joyce. Shook now pinching in from the point. He can't keep control, though Oakes is there to cover for him at the blue line. And here's an opportunity for the Eagles. The shot, it's in the back of the net. Cameron Berry in alone, short-handed, after a mix-up at the Eagles' blue line led to that opportunity for Sicamous. So rather than the Storm capitalizing on the power play here, number 11, Cameron Barry, breaking in on Marcus Beasley alone and making no mistake, putting the Eagles up 4-3. Cole, what happened on that play? What was the breakdown?
Well, the D-men kind of pinched a bit too much, but lucky bounce. It was lucky bounce, and they got it up to him. It was a close call. It was almost offside. But it's a good goal, too.
Good finish by Barry, without a doubt, as he puts the Eagles up by a score of 4-3. So we've got 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining on the Kamloops man advantage. We'll wait and see if they can once again even the score after giving up that shorthanded goal to Barry. Anderson has the puck at the Eagles' blue line. Play comes to Ward, who's rubbed out before he can control the puck. Anderson now with it at the point. He finds Skinner down low. Skinner's eliminated on that play quickly by Crump. So the Eagles not shying away from the physical play as they're throwing their weight around on this penalty kill. Almost another opportunity there for Opal, but puck just squirted out of his reach. Matisse finds Ward at the half wall. Markin now carrying it at center ice for Kamloops. Long shot by Markin is easily steered aside by the stick of Stephen Joyce. Markin goes heavily into the boards in awkward fashion. No call on the play. And Marcotte now skating away to center ice for Sicamous. The penalty is over. Now skating once again at even strength as the Eagles control deep in Kamloops territory. Puck at the point. Matheson with the shot. Doesn't quite make it through. Anderson and Markin working the puck down in their own corner, trying to clear the zone. Both have been out there for a lengthy shift here. McNanny now gets to center ice, chips it into Sicamous territory, which will allow those Storm players to go off on that much-needed change. Long lead pass for Connor Buick is just chipped away at the last moment there as he was lurking at the Storm blue line looking for another odd man scoring opportunity. Barry with the puck. He can't quite control. He's got the go-ahead goal here for the Eagles late in the second period. Stosky now with the puck. Can't find Powers at the half wall, and the Storm will try to take advantage of that turnover. Puck is deflected in front by Perron. Rebounds there. It's loose. Joyce eventually finds it, and the rough stuff ensues as the Storm were looking there for a loose puck and a rebound opportunity. Perron is, pardon me, that's not Sasha Perron. I'm trying to see all the numbers here. Rourke O'Brien was dumped just outside of the crease there, so we'll see what all comes of this as the referee heads to the box to lay out his final decisions here. We got 1:18 remaining in the second period. 4-3 is the score. Tension is certainly rising between these two clubs who have played a close game all the way through the first and what we've played here in the second period. No penalties up on the clock yet, though. 2 Eagles sit in the box and 1 Storm player. So now we've got 2 minutes reading on the score clock there. So the Kamloops Storm will head to the power play once again with 1:18 remaining here in the second period. So Barry and Stosky both get roughing minors for the Eagles, while Sasha Perron gets 2 minutes for roughing as well. So that extra minor gives the Storm a man advantage here late in the second period as they're down 1 goal to the Sicamous Eagles. Skinner now with the puck down below the Sicamous goal line. Trips on the goal line and turns the puck over. So Shook heads back into his own end under pressure as DeVries is there hassling him. Buchanan, though, collects the puck. He skates away to center ice. In over the Eagles' blue line. Long shot. Joyce just got a piece of it. Rebounds there. It comes back to Joyce, who doesn't allow a second opportunity for the Storm there. Once again, the rough stuff continues after the whistle as Spencer Shook took a chop from number 71, Kellen Opal. So with 32 seconds remaining here in the second period, the Eagles have put themselves in a bit of a predicament as they will now skate 5-on-3. Rasmussen wins the puck back to Anderson on the draw. Anderson over to Wood. They play catch. Anderson with the shot. Just wide of the net there. Rasmussen with the rebound. Joyce doesn't know where it is. Puck ends up in the netting behind the Sicamous net. So with 19.6 seconds remaining on the clock, we'll have a face-off just outside of the Sicamous blue line. Rasmussen lining up on the draw. He controls the puck on the play. Shook gives it away, though, and here's an opportunity for Marcotte. Marcotte in the slot. Good work by Shook to get back after giving up that puck, eliminating the opportunity for Sicamous captain Corbin Marcotte. Down in front, Joyce with the save. And once again, tempers flare as the buzzer goes to end the second period here. Matheson involved for the Eagles, and number 20, Rasmussen for Kamloops. So the physical play certainly has not quieted down as we head towards the second intermission here. Cole, give me your thoughts on the second period of play, what transpired at the end of the period. In a tight game like this, is it just inevitable that tempers are going to flare the way that we saw in the last few minutes here?
Yeah, well, there's always been a rivalry between these two teams, and I guess it's just showing tonight in this game. Kamloops are up Kamloops are down 4-3. It's getting tight. Sorry, that's all I can say.
No, that's all good. So the Storm currently trail the Sicamous Eagles by a score of 4-3. And we'll start the third period with a two-man advantage for 42 seconds. So we'll take a short breather here as the band starts up again here in the second intermission. Join us once again for third period action shortly. Welcome back to MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. We're underway here. Third period action between the Kamloops Storm and the Sicamous Eagles. Eagles lead the Storm by a score of 4-3 right now, and we start the third period with Kamloops on a two-man advantage. Shot from the point by Spencer Shook is blocked before it can make its way to the crease of Chris Joyce. That shot, though, by Daniel Buchanan does make its way through, snagged by Joyce. With 13 seconds remaining in the two-man advantage, we'll have a face-off to the blocker side of number 1, Chris Joyce. So, third period.
I'm back.
Third play-by-play guy, third color commentator of the night. Mr. Michael Potestio is back in the house.
Third, but probably the best one of them all. A legend on the color. That's right, I'm back for the third period. And you know what? We're back after a 5-game road trip. If you were watching the Storm, they were on the road for 5 straight games. Finally, we're doing another home game. Feels great to be back in this barn, Taylor.
And apparently it feels good to pump your own tires, Michael. That shot from Buchanan is turned aside by Joyce. So we're skating 5-on-4 now as Jameson Stosky leaves the box. 35 seconds remaining on the man advantage for Kamloops. Marcotte chips the puck to the blue line. Not out, though, as Daniel Buchanan managed to hold it in. Only momentarily, though, as the Eagles are able to track it down and send it the length of the ice. Beasley trying to hook up with Buchanan. Can't quite find him. Buick is there for the Eagles. Fortems now leaves it for Buchanan. Whistle sounds, and we've got a delayed offside on the play, so we'll bring things all the way back down to Sicamous territory with 5 seconds remaining on the penalty clock.
And you know, I'm surprised at the level of penalties we've had for the Sicamous Eagles, just being stuffed in that box at the end of the second period there.
Discipline was certainly not a major concern for Sicamous as the second period wound down. But they managed to kill off that two-man advantage for Kamloops. Shot by Skinner, but Joyce is there, and he makes the save to keep the score at 4-3 for Sicamous.
Yeah, and that Joyce, you know, he's a big kid. I gotta say, it's no wonder that the Storm, I'm surprised they put 3 past them. He's both these goaltenders looking really good. Big reach. Taylor?
Markin controlling the puck off the face-off here. He finds Buchanan at the point. The long shot is tipped in front by Skinner, and that trickles just wide of the net. Skinner follows up on the play, battling for the puck down low in the corner. Shook pinching in from the point, trying to find Anderson out front. Puck lays there. Anderson staying with it. The shot, he scores!
Man, just over the line.
15, Jared Anderson working the puck below the goal line, comes out front, follows up on the rebound, and buries it over the shoulder of a sprawled out Chris Joyce. So we are tied at 4 with 17:56 remaining here in the third period.
You see the Eagles over there talking about it with the ref. Did it go all the way in? I saw it hit the top of the crossbar and come down. Not sure if it went entirely across the line. It sure looked like it. Kind of like the 2004 Tampa Bay Calgary Flames kind of deal where you're not sure if it went all the way over. But you know what? It counts, and back and forth to go. Ping pong hockey with the goals. 4-4.
Regardless, we've got a tie game, as Mike mentioned. Markin actually finishing that scoring play for Kamloops. So
that is incredible over there.
So my mistake. Anderson starting the play, Markin finishing it. We're tied at 4 here, and a little bit of a mix-up down in front of the Sicamous net as Joyce is taken out. And
McNanny just ran, well, he didn't run into him. He was knocked down by an Eagle defender. Then he just went into the net, and Joyce kind of stumbled over him. You see the big man over there just fumbling around those pads. Look kind of comical from up here. I almost missed it. I got this big purple load-bearing pillar in front of me, but I'm still seeing most of the game. Missed that face-off, but I can still see most of the game.
All right, so we're back underway here. The Eagles looking to regain the lead. Nothing doing on this opportunity, though. Grieve taken out in the corner by Perron. As the physical play continues, we saw a lot of that towards the end of the second period, resulting in a few power play opportunities for the Storm. So with 17 minutes remaining here in the third, it will certainly be interesting to see if tempers continue to flare. Markin now in over the Sicamous blue line in the slot. He can't quite control the puck on that play. And play is blown dead here.
Oh, jeez.
As number 26,
Jason Anderson.
Jason Anderson is down and clearly in pain. We could hear him shouting from here, Mike. A scary situation as he took a heavy hit down in the corner.
I think it's his foot.
It was a clean enough hit on the play, but Anderson unable to put any weight on that right leg. So we'll wait and see if we can get an update on him, but I would not be expecting to see Jason Anderson back in the game as he is being helped down the tunnel to the dressing room.
A scary play there off of that hit. You hate to see anybody get hurt in this game. Hopefully he'll be okay.
Absolutely, Michael.
His team's certainly sitting pretty okay right now. They've bounced back twice now in this game. Heck, they had that 2-0 lead midway through the first period, and I was so shocked that the Eagles were able to whittle away at it within the period to tie the game, and then they were basically in control, and the Storm have been battling back ever since.
Well, and
either team's in striking distance now to take it home.
Well, and Michael, I know you didn't hear this because you were sans headset in the first two periods, as I had a combination of Brett and Cole on the color commentary with me. But in talking with them, both on air and off, they mentioned that no lead is really ever safe against the Sicamous Eagles because they're a solid team, and you can't ever let up against them. And I mean, obviously, the Storm lost 8-4 to these guys the last time they met up. So, and as both boys mentioned, I mean, a 2-0 lead by the Storm was quickly erased by Sicamous in the first period. So,
this team is definitely one that has their number going back to last year's playoffs when they bounced them. There's still plenty of returning players from both teams, so there's a lot of history and a lot of memory between these two clubs. And Sicamous this year, they definitely have Kamloops' number. No lead is safe for sure against this team. It's for us.
Big hit there as Shook steps up on his man. Shook is then double teamed at the red line. So the physical play, Mike, certainly starting to be a growing trend here as the game wears on. Jader now below the goal line. He can't create anything, and once again, we've got a mix-up just outside of the crease.
One big trend I've noticed in this game, more so than other games that we've commentated on here at MacArthur Island Sports Center, is the level of scrums in front of the net between Sicamous and Kamloops. They're rivals. The Eagles, a very good team this year. They finished 4th out of 5th in the division, in the Doug Burks division last year. They're, I think, 2nd or 1st right now. And they are a team that does seem to have Kamloops' number in the early going. So you can definitely see the amount of tension and bad blood between these clubs.
Matisse now collects the puck in his own end. Quickly given up, though, as the Eagles looking to take advantage. Matheson with the shot. That's blocked by Matisse. Matisse now with the puck in his own slot. He simply chips it to center ice. Wood down in the corner for Kamloops. He rubs out his man on the play. Matisse is back to help out, as is Sasha Perron, getting physical at the half wall. And we've got a delayed penalty. It looks as though Sasha Perron is going to take... And here we go. Perron's throwing the gloves.
And the linesman breaks it up.
Before anything can happen, as Mike mentioned, the linesman is there to split up that altercation between Marcotte and Perron. So we'll see what the referee decides.
With the one push, and all of a sudden, instantly, Perron was ready to go. You can see he was ready for that fight. Linesman, I know they're kids, and it's probably a good idea to break them up, but, let them go is the kind of the feeling.
I know you love to see a good tussle, Mike.
Yeah, everybody does. You don't think ask anybody in this building, they would have loved to see, especially in a tie game. That's a huge momentum factor, and the linesman there killed it.
So Perron
stopping a fight fine.
Perron
That's fine, but
was lined
Would have
up.
been good.
Was lined up to take the only minor on that play before he managed. I'm not sure what was said on the ice or what happened there, but Marcotte is also in the box as well. And the extra minor is going to go to Sasha Perron. So either way, Marcotte is off the ice at the very least. He's been a threat all night for Sicamous. So I guess addition by subtraction for the Kamloops Storm, as one of the biggest offensive threats for the Eagles is in the penalty box on this power play. It's 15:20 remaining here in the third period. The Eagles are on the man advantage, looking to once again take control of this game, as they've had various one-goal leads evaporate here. Rasmussen blocking a shot earlier on in this sequence with his stick. So
Oh, look at him there. Oh, he just passed it to 23. He just passed it to Mathiasson. The stick's broken. He's
So
gonna try and block it.
Rasmussen finally manages to collect an extra stick from the bench, as he was left without there for a while on the penalty kill. The Eagles continuing to circle Kamloops territory, though, unable to direct anything towards Marcus Beasley as of yet, but controlling the play nonetheless. Matheson at the point with the shot, hits that broken stick of Rasmussen and deflects high over top of Marcus Beasley.
Broken stick coming into play. You know that those are dangerous out there.
Clear that out of the shooting lane if you are either team, because it's going to get in the way. Probably not in a favorable manner.
Good break up there by Shuck. Got the shaft of his stick on that cross slot pass.
So Rasmussen, who borrowed a stick from Stephen Wood, manages to clear the zone. Opel now with the puck. He's got plenty of ice. The shot can't find the target. Opel now circling. That play is broken up by McNanny.
Great stick work by the Storm right now. I've seen a few good checks that have totally burned a few chances against Sicamous.
Grieve with the long shot just cruises wide of Marcus Beasley, who got a piece of it on the play. Grieve now finds his man Stosky at the point. Stosky, long shot is deflected high. Marcus Beasley almost mishandles that puck. It ends up on the top of the net before the net is knocked into the corner.
Trying to get a little fancy like Dwayne Rolson or something. Or Marty Turco. Although he hasn't handed a fan a $5 bill yet.
These guys are hockey players, they're not football players, so there's a reason why they're not normally going up to pull down pucks in that manner, and Marcus Beasley showing the danger that can happen when you do so.
Nets off the moorings. We'll get stoppage of play and continue on here. Taylor, you like what you see so far? 4-4. It's going to be a great finish, that's for sure.
We've got 13:32 remaining here in the third period, Mike. The energy continues to build as the tempers continue to flare between these two teams. And with a tie game, 4-4 the score right now, yes, I am looking forward to a fantastic and fiery finish to this third period here. Shot by Barry is snagged down by Beasley, who quickly gets the blocker up. The Eagles have done a good job of crashing the Kamloops net so far through this game, Mike. And you can tell by Beasley's reaction there that he's not happy with it.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed about the Eagles is that they've definitely been able to skate in and take a really well-placed shot. Get a good look at the net and fire it on there. Kamloops got to get a better job of getting their body and their sticks in front of those shots. So they did a good job on that PK. They got to keep doing it here.
So Skinner leaves the box. He was serving that extra minor for Sasha Perron. We're back at even strength here with 13:15 remaining in the third. Olsen now with the puck for Sicamous. He finds Stosky on the other side. Buick now into Kamloops territory. He connects with Powers, who can't control the puck down in the corner. Markin's away at center ice now for the Storm. He drops it for Buchanan, who's pinching in on the play. Buchanan throws a backhand to the net, and that's deflected wide. Powers. Long cross-ice pass for Barry, who had that third short-handed goal for the Eagles in the second period. Pardon me, the fourth goal for the Eagles, Michael. Demore now with the puck for the Storm. He tries to connect with Fortems, but nothing doing there. Won't quite make it for icing. Powers dumps it to center ice before Wood simply throws it right back into Sicamous territory. Rasmussen in on the forecheck. He can't contain that puck. Oakes is there to help him out, but he can't come up with it either. And now DeVries is away at center for the Eagles. DeVries looking towards the net. No lane available. DeVries, though, stays with the puck, manages to come up with it, throws it across to the point man. That puck leaks down low. Stashewicz now with the puck at the half wall. He's working with Harder. Harder finds DeVries, the shot, but Marcus Beasley is there, and he swallows that puck. No rebound on the play. So with 11:35 remaining here in the third period, we'll have a face-off to the glove side of number 36, Marcus Beasley, who has made now 34 saves on the night as the Eagles have peppered the Kamloops net, Michael.
And the Eagles right here just circling the net like an eagle circles a lake looking for that fish. Another big shot here.
Blocker saved by Beasley.
They just keep coming. Taylor, I don't know if you mentioned this earlier in the broadcast here, because, I was doing camera for the first period. Some great, excellent quality camera work.
Slacking off.
But this is an important game for both Sicamous and Kamloops. Sicamous, second place in the Doug Burks division. They got 17 points. Kamloops a point behind them in the standings with 16. I know it's early in the season, but whenever you can leapfrog your opponent and you're playing against them, you want to do that. Those are pivotal games.
Every point in the standing, every point in the standings counts. So
they both want it.
You can't be writing off games just because it's early in the season, and I think both teams are aware of that. Just considering the tempo and the fire that we've seen on the ice through the last period here. Opal now with a tough angle shot. Beasley is there, and he swallows up that puck. Once again, the Eagles, though, right on top of the blue paint. Number 44, Nathan Grieve there, causing a little bit of trouble for Daniel Buchanan. They chat a little bit as they head off the ice.
Yeah, and the Eagles, for my eagle eyes up here, are seem to be getting all, if not the majority of the scoring chances here. And Kamloops has to try and find a way here halfway through the third period to try and counter that, because so far they're not getting the same kind of pressure that the Eagles are getting on net. And if they want to take home a win and maybe avoid overtime, they really need to start pressing on the offense here. Oh, look at all the bodies.
The physical play continues as bodies fly everywhere in behind Marcus Beasley. Skinner now over center ice. Can't dump it all the way into Eagles territory. Play continues down in behind Chris Joyce. Markin in on the forecheck for Kamloops. He can't come up with the puck as he's pestered by Connor Buick. Buick lifts that high puck up to center ice. Beasley out to play it. Fortems can't handle it as Marcotte is, that's Brad Crump in on the forecheck for Sicamous. That puck heads right into the Sicamous bench.
Oh, never mind. They'll throw it back.
I don't know that any of them will be taking home a puck for a souvenir, Michael, but either way, the puck is out of play. We've got 10 minutes and 1 second, so we're almost exactly at the halfway mark here in the third period. Score still tied at 4.
Did you tell everybody that tonight we had a live band, the Summit Drive Church Band? That was.
I made a brief mention of it.
Yeah, the cover band played some really nice songs. I don't know if we could probably hear them through the mics or not, but they're just wrapping up now. It's nice to have live music here. They played a great cover of "Beat It." Michael Jackson's "Beat It." That's
a tough cover to play too. Not many people can hit the vocal range that Michael Jackson had. All right, Devin Oakes in over the blue line now for the Storm, looking to create something here. That shot from the far boards is swallowed by Chris Joyce, and we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, it's nothing going to happen on that play 10 out of 10 times, but at least what it establishes is face-off in the attacking zone. Hopefully the Storm can get a point shot here or something, set up a play, cycle the puck. Really need more chances here. 9:30 left to go. Taylor.
Heavy hit in behind the Sicamous goal line once again by McNanny, as the Storm look to get something set up here in the offensive end, as Michael mentioned during that last sequence. Puck is dumped into the far corner. McNanny pursues. Ward also in on the play, circling as the Eagles look to break out. Number 14, Nick Astashowitz, is now away at center ice. He can't create anything at the Kamloops blue line. Buick now. He finds Takema. Takema. Back to Buick. Buick now at the Kamloops blue line. He's been dangerous all night. Looking to create something. Finds his man in the slot. Takema with the shot. That one just cruises wide of Marcus Beasley. Takema once again in the slot, but he's eliminated by Zach Jader. So no scoring opportunity on that play, as Jader was in the right place at the right time and took out his man. That puck once again enters the Sicamous bench, so we've got a whistle on the play with 8:20 remaining here in the third period. 4-4 is still the score as we inch ever closer to the end of regulation time. Aaron Markin lines up on the faceoff here against Connor Buick. Markin with a clean win back to Matisse. Matisse with that shot just cruises past the far post.
Few more inches and it would have been posted in. Very close. Close, but no cigar. Near miss.
A near miss is still a miss. In the slot. What a save by Marcus Beasley, going post to the top of the crease to take away what Connor Buick thought was a surefire goal. So a big save by Beasley there to keep this game knotted at 4 with just more than 8 minutes remaining in the third. Mike?
It's a great east to west movement by Beasley. You know, Ray Emery could learn something from him right now. That was great movement there. He knew that shot was coming from the low slot.
Beasley got a great push with that left skate off of the post, which enabled him to get out to the top of the crease in order to make that save off of Buick. So you talk about Ray Emery, I just don't know that Ray Emery has that strength in his hip anymore, considering some of the things he's gone through.
And maybe back in 07. He had the same east to west. I'm talking about Ray Emery back when he was on the Ottawa Senators. For everybody who doesn't know who I'm talking about. Not Ray Emery, like the electronic salesman who also plays rec hockey. I mean Ray Emery, the hockey player.
Road raging Ray Emery is who you're talking about.
Yes, that's the man. That's the one.
All right, so the Eagles looking to take advantage of some control here in Kamloops territory, but that puck squirts to Marcus Beasley, who isn't willing to mess around with it, and he will simply slow things down for a whistle. Both teams making wholesale changes here with 7:42 remaining in the third period. Rasmussen heading onto the ice for the Storm. He's been solid on the face-offs for Kamloops tonight. He lines up against number 9, Brendan DeVries, who has also been a formidable force on the forecheck for Sicamous throughout the evening. So Rasmussen, on the scramble off that faceoff, is able to finally gain control of it. Demore now. He finds Oakes. Oakes can't connect with his man, though. Wood now with the puck at his own blue line. Fortemps chips it into Sicamous territory, and Oakes is there on the forecheck. Oakes continues to pursue Cam Olsen, manages to force the turnover. Rasmussen now down below the goal line, can't come up with the puck. Buchanan pinches, throws that wildly towards the net, doesn't find the target. And the Eagles are away with numbers at center ice. 3-on-2. DeVries, nice move.
Wow, just cutting right through
Buchanan.
The defense.
You don't see that very often.
Like butter.
Daniel Buchanan very rarely danced around like that. So nice move by DeVries, who continues to put the pressure on here. Long point shot is handled by Beasley as Stephen Wood managed to clear the shooting lane, giving Beasley a clear line of sight on that puck.
Good job by the Storm, and a good job after the whistle to clear out the Eagles from Beasley's net, get him out of his hair, show him we're going to stand tall and not allow you to put that kind of pressure on the goalie and rattle his cage. Send a message to the Eagles here. And I don't know if you can hear this over the broadcast, but how great is this song, this Star Wars song for a tie 4-4 game? I don't know if it made it on there, but it was pretty cool.
Nice musical interlude courtesy of
wish we had
Mike Potestio and
some lightsabers for
the
that
Kamloops Storm entertainment crew. Rourke O'Brien now
Sports
into Sicamous territory. He's down low in the corner. Looking to work something out to the point here. Can't quite find Spencer Shook, though. Puck eventually makes its way to Shook, who goes cross ice, dumps it into the corner. Ward and McNanny now working just inside the blue line, looking to come up with a puck for Kamloops. Puck comes to McNanny. Nice move, trying to create some space in the slot, but he's manhandled.
Good turnover there by Shuck.
Powers can't come up with the puck for Sicamous. Puck is dumped in from behind the red line, icing on the play with 5:44 remaining here in the third period. Score still knotted at 4, Mike. What are you looking for in the last 5 or 6 minutes of the game here?
Well, like I've been saying for the earlier on, just more pressure on the goal by the Kamloops Storm. They really haven't tested Joyce too much in this period. After the 2-2 first period, I figured that the slower, scoreless period would have been the second period. But we saw a plethora of goals there. So far, this has been kind of a stalemate. Big shot there, though. And that for the Storm. And the Eagles maybe just keep doing what they're doing because they're getting chances so far. Maybe not the best quality, but they've been putting the puck on net. Storm need to do the same.
The shot clock currently reads 44-24 in favor of the Sicamous Eagles. So
See?
a 20-shot differential for those of you out there who are wondering. But the clock that matters most is the score clock, and it's currently tied at 4. So we've got 5 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the third period. Play down in Sicamous territory. Stephen Powers with the puck. He connects with Barry at center ice, who just can't quite handle the pass. Barry sticks with it, though, and eventually dumps it in on Marcus Beasley before the Eagles head off for a line change. Skinner throws the puck out to center ice. The Eagles collect. Matheson trying to dump the play into Kamloops territory. Can't quite complete that task. Harder now in behind the goal line. Takes a check. Finds a Stashowitz who throws it out front. Puck comes back to Buick. Throws it in behind the net for Harder. Harder battles with Shook. Stashowitz is there as well. He works out front. Finds Buick the shot. That's blocked by Stephen Wood. Nice defensive play by the Kamloops defender. Matheson now finds a Stashowitz. Stashowitz can't connect with his man on the breakout, and the Eagles will have to reset. Matheson throws it around. Puck eventually makes it to Harder, who can't control on the play, though. Buchanan stumbling with the puck at the blue line before tossing it into Eagles territory. Long lead pass for Harder is off of his skate and into the Storm zone. Errant pass by Harder is going to send number 4, Cam Olsen, all the way back into his own end to set things up. He simply throws it out to center ice where Buchanan will collect. Olsen can't hook up with Takema on that play. Time is winding down here in regulation. We've got 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the third period. The Kamloops Storm and the Sicamous Eagles currently tied at 4. Shot coming from the far side. That's deflected wide. Buchanan now content to slow things down in behind his own net. Both teams make changes on the play. Buchanan with a nice move sends Kellen Opel sprawled out in behind Marcus Beasley. The Eagles are away at center ice now. Marcotte, pardon me, that is Brad Crump. Down in Kamloops territory, fighting for the puck at the half wall. He can't come up with it as Shook squeezes him out on the play. McNanny now collects for the Storm, and he's away. He's got a lane, working with Rourke O'Brien, but unable to create anything there, and we've got a glove pass on the play, so with 2:43 remaining, we'll have a face-off just outside of Storm territory. So Aaron Markin lines up on the draw against Connor Buick. Buick wins that cleanly. Puck is thrown in just past Marcus Beasley. Barry now working in the corner for Sicamous. He's got Buick there to help. Buick finds the man at the point. Puck comes back to him at the half wall. Buick sends it down for Barry. Goes to the front of the net. Barry looking for Buick out front, but he's tied up, and that shot by Cameron Barry is deflected over top of the netting.
Saw him get at least one earlier tonight, circling the net with great composure there. Good on Beasley. That's where you want a good tall goalie like Beasley. He's able to plot down, but still keep his shoulders up to block off the top corners there. And you saw that right there. He gave him nothing. He had to shoot it up into the netting.
So with 2:21 remaining here, just like to send a quick thank you out to Brett Watkinson and Cole Prince. There's an opportunity for the Sicamous Eagles. Brett Watkinson has helped us out not only on color commentary, but he's also doing the camera work in the third period here.
He's doing a pretty good job.
Almost
as good as me. Almost.
Well, we all know
pretty close.
We all know that no one in the world is as
good
as Michael Potesio at color or camera.
Or anything. Hello. But anyway, he's done a really great job.
So thank you to the two Storm boys for helping out with the broadcast tonight. We really appreciate that. Okay, less than 2 minutes remaining here in the third period. Remain tied at 4. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien with the shot. Juicy rebound on the play. Markin was tied up and couldn't get a stick on it, though.
Unfortunate, no Storm player there cutting across the slot, trying to pick up that rebound. They're all behind him.
Perron slams his stick in frustration.
He's going to the box again.
It looks like too many men on the ice is going to be the call here. So a potentially costly error on the part of the Kamloops Storm with 1:31 remaining in regulation, score tied at 4, and the Sicamous Eagles already having had a plethora of opportunities in the third period. One more on the man advantage coming up here.
Yeah, and it couldn't have come at a worse time here. This bench minor for the Storm. $1:29 left to go. Power play for the Eagles, and the game's on the line. Third period. Late tie game. What's going to happen? Here we go.
Marcotte with the puck at the point for Sicamous. He swaps spots with number 18, Joel Kipp. Puck comes to the point. Matheson with the pass down low. He was looking to the net for the shot, but there was no clear lane there for him. Stashewicz now for Sicamous. He throws it back to Matheson at the point. Stashewicz now at the half wall. He goes to the net. Puck comes to Matheson with the shot. Turned aside by Beasley. The rebound there. Cruises through the crease.
Right
Stashewicz with a glorious opportunity from a bad angle. Matheson now, as the Eagles are circling, Mike. 40 seconds remaining here in the third. Long shot from the point is stopped by Beasley. The rebound's there. It's loose. The referee can't find it. Neither can Marcotte, who was...
There it goes.
Ready and waiting to bury, but...
And you saw Beasley there stretching out for it. He's a tall kid, but he wasn't tall enough. His arms weren't long enough to reach out for that puck, and the rebound was there. You thought an Eagle was going to just scoop it up into the top of the netting. By the way, good call there with the Eagles circling. I thought I was the king of those, but you're coming along. I'm teaching you well.
I try my best, Mike. I'm no Michael Potestio, but I aspire to be a Michael Potestio one day.
I appreciate
There's
that.
An opportunity for Marcotte in front. Pardon me, that is DeVries off the draw. He couldn't control in the slot, though. DeVries now throws it to the point. Crump has it. No lane for him. He goes back to DeVries, who throws it cross ice. The shot. It's blocked in the slot. Connor Fortems was there to break up the play for the Storm. Huge block by Rasmussen at the point. And the buzzer will go, so the Storm manage to fight their way through regulation into overtime. And we will start that overtime frame with 29 seconds of power play opportunity for the Eagles, who will look to put to rest the Kamloops Storm early in the extra frame.
Yeah, Taylor, you saw them blow that lead. They gave it 3 unanswered goals, but they hung in there. They tied it at 3. And then, of course, the Eagles were in charge, and the Eagles went up 4-3. They didn't give up. They made it 4-4, and now we've seen them kind of neutralize this game. It was all Storm early in the first. Then it was just the Eagles. They just seem to have this one in their talons for the rest of the game until, you got to learn. Still much to learn, young Grasshopper. But then they came back. The Storm never went away. The Storm lingered, and here we are now in overtime. And what do you expect from two teams like this? They're very good teams. They're near the top of the division, the Doug Burke's division. And each team is going to get a point here now that we've extended this game into extra time, rightfully earned. But that extra point that they'll get over the other one is going to be huge here. We'll get 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, and if these two teams can't settle it then, we'll get 3-on-3. And finally, we'll have a tie. If that happens, if we get there.
We'll wait and see, as there's still plenty of hockey to be played before this game ends in a tie, as Michael mentioned. So right now, as we head into overtime, the shot clock currently reading 52-31 in favor of the Sicamous Eagles. So they certainly have not let up throughout this game, carrying the play, as Mike mentioned, for the last 2 periods of play.
You can see the Sicamous Eagles already have their 4 out there in the corner of your screen, just above the score box, and they're already conversing, in a nice little huddle there, talking about maybe their game plan, maybe where they're going to eat after the game. I don't know, but they look ready. And now here come the Storm, putting their guys out.
So Brad Crump and Jamison Stosky will man the points for the Eagles to start this overtime frame, while Brendan DeVries and Kellen Opal will line up front.
And am I seeing the wrong one? Number 9. Oh, sorry, that's DeVries. I got the wrong one.
All right, so Rasmussen, Buchanan, and Matisse line up on the Storm side of the ice to try and kill off this 29 seconds of power play for the Sicamous Eagles.
4-on-3. This is going to be huge, especially on the Olympic-size ice here at MacArthur Island Sports Center.
Plenty of ice to work with, without a doubt. 7 skaters, 2 goaltenders. It's overtime. We're tied at 4, and the Eagles are away at center ice. Opal is flying down the wing. He works towards the slot. Backhand opportunity.
Oh, huge glove save there by
Glove
Beasley.
save by Beasley before DeVries is run into the net. So as the net comes off its moorings.
Taylor, that's been a common theme. We've seen plenty of players on both sides of the ice running into the net, putting the player in there. You think they've ran into the net so many times, you'd think that they start to think that maybe if they plow into the net, they'll get a goal or something. It's been at least 3 net crashings that I've counted.
Mentioned to me earlier on when he was on the mic that the key to getting pucks past a goaltender the size of Chris Joyce is to drive the net, get in front, create some traffic, cause some havoc, because at the very least you either have to get in his eyesight. Long shot from the point, just whistles over the crossbar, but
look at this.
We've got a foot race.
One-handed.
Perron can't quite get to it as Joyce came out to make the play there, but
one-handed with the paddle. I was like, it's out of here. Confident.
As I was saying, with goalies this size, Watkinson indicated that a key to beating them is simply creating a little bit of chaos in their crease, throwing them out of their comfort zone. So both teams haven't shied away from that throughout the game, as you talked about, Mike.
Storm getting away with that 4-on-3 situation, a little bit of out of harm's way now, playing 4-on-4. And, again, there's still lots of room out there, so you always got to play either conservative or go all out for it here.
Matisse chips that puck to the blue line. Not out, though, as Marcotte mishandles it and has to reset things at center ice. He finds Aiden Neese, who carries in for the Eagles. Neese now in behind the Storm net. He battles with Oakes and Matisse. Barry is also there for the Eagles. Fortems throws the puck in behind his own net for Matisse. Matisse up to Oakes. Oakes has some ice. He's got Fortems blazing down into the slot. That shot by Oakes is deflected up over the glass. So with 3:34 remaining in the first overtime frame, we'll have a face-off to the glove side of number 1, Chris Joyce, Sicamous Eagles goaltender.
Playing a game like this, you always want to cycle your lines, especially the big ice, 4-on-4, lots of room to cover. Of course, Buchanan out there yet again. So although you want to keep rolling your lines keep your legs fresh, you also want your best players out there at the same time. Storm on the attack here.
Astashewicz now carries the puck out to center for the Eagles. He blazes down the wing. He's got Buchanan bearing down on him. Puck is thrown to the net and steered aside by Beasley. Fortems went heavily into the boards behind the net on the play, and he looks a little bit slow as he got up on the play.
Yeah, and Taylor, he missed the start of the season with a shoulder injury, so that's a pretty scary sign there, him going down hard into the boards. You hope he's all right. You hope he didn't re-aggravate that shoulder. He's a really great player for this team, and he's a new addition. You want him to get as much playing time in his first season with this club as possible. Let's hope he didn't hurt himself too bad on that play.
So we've got icing on the play as Buchanan didn't have a whole lot to work with and simply fired that puck the length of the ice. So with 2:56 remaining here, we've got a face-off deep in Kamloops territory. Aaron Markin lining up against Connor Buick. Storm win the draw. Shook with the puck behind his own goal line. Tries to find Markin but can't hook up with him on the play. Thrown towards the blue line, and Taylor Ward is there to chip it out into Eagles territory. Ward on the forecheck. Can't come up with the puck on the play as he's tangled up there with Connor Buick. Buick can't come up with that puck at center for Sicamous as Shook was there to intercept the puck on the play. But Sicamous tenacious on the puck, continuing into Kamloops territory. Wood is there to break it up along with Markin. Markin throws it around in behind his own net for Shook. Shook lifts that puck high towards center ice and will head off for a line change with 2 minutes remaining here in the first overtime frame. Matisse now on the ice for Kamloops. He breaks up that play. Finds his partner, Stephen Wood, on the far side of the ice. Wood carries into Sicamous territory. Looking for some help. Nothing there, so he throws that shot in on net. Steered aside
Joyce
by
didn't get all of it.
DeVries now looking to set things up for the Eagles. He's got some space. Finds Opal. Opal blazing in over the blue line with a lane. Drives the net. Beasley holding his post, keeping that puck out of the Kamloops cage.
Great power driving to the net there. If he would have been able to go across the crease, he might have been able to score there. You saw him run right up into Beasley. Hard to score when you come in so fast and stop up short.
A little too deep on the play was Opal, but nonetheless a great opportunity here. The puck comes to Shook. The shot! I don't know if Joyce got a piece of that or if it just cruised over the crossbar, but either way, a good scoring opportunity there for Spencer Shook. And so with that announcement, if you can hear it over the PA system, we've got less than a minute remaining here in the first overtime session. Both teams getting scoring opportunities at both ends of the ice. Marcotte now drives the net. The shot turned aside by Beasley. A nifty little toe drag move there by Marcotte.
Trying that move. Unfortunately, he couldn't pull it off there. That would have been a great opportunity on net.
Wood now into Eagles territory, looking to create some offense of his own. Throws the puck out front. Turned aside by Joyce now. The puck comes to Matisse at the far point. That shot with no one in front is an easy save for Chris Joyce. And he will slow things down with 21.6 seconds remaining in the first overtime frame.
And it's felt like we've played a lot more than just 5 minutes here. Both these clubs here going back and forth in this first of two overtime periods, really killing the time easily for us fans up here watching. Just great back and forth action so far.
Matheson now with the puck for the Eagles in behind his own net. He hooks up with Grieve at center ice. 10 seconds remaining here. Puck dribbles in on Marcus Beasley, and he will take no chances with 8 seconds remaining. So we'll have a face-off to the glove side of number 36, Marcus Beasley, who has now made 49 saves on the night, Michael.
He's doing what he has to keep his team in it. And you saw him give up those go-ahead goals, and you could tell when I was on the camera, look at him, he felt that he was upset. But, he kept his team in it, and his team has battled back in front of him.
So off the draw, Matisse puts that puck into his own bench. And that leaves us with 4.6 seconds remaining in the frame. So we'll start all over from the glove side of Marcus Beasley. Markin on the draw against Grieve. The two number 44s go head-to-head. Linesmen ensuring that they are set up in fair fashion on the draw. Markin controls. He gets it to Buchanan, who is content to take it to the boards and chew up the remaining seconds in this first overtime frame. So we are now headed for 3-on-3 hockey, Michael.
And Taylor, we've seen 3-on-3 hockey in this building twice already this season. and both times there was so much room that we got goals very, very, very quickly. We're almost guaranteed a goal here. Do you think we'll see a goal, or do you think we'll see a tie? And if there is a Kamloops Storm goal, I hope that they play Brass Bonanza as the game-winning song. I told Barry, the general manager, to do that, but I don't know if he inserted the song into the lineup yet.
Into the playlist.
Yeah, I haven't heard it yet, so I don't know. Do you think we'll get a goal? I think we might get a tie.
I expect to see a goal before the 5 minutes in this final overtime frame is up. Both teams have had plenty of opportunities, not only towards the end of regulation, but also through that first overtime period. With only 3 skaters aside, you're bound to have more opportunities than we even saw in the first frame. So I truly expect to see this game end before the clock runs out, Michael.
Taylor, we've played 25 minutes already, and the Zamboni did not come out. We're going to play potentially another 5 minutes. How much of a factor is this incredibly chewed-up ice for these two clubs?
Well, it definitely plays into it, and I think the first adjustment that teams have to make in a situation like this where the ice maybe isn't in the greatest condition because it's been skated on for so long is you just got to carry the puck more. As opposed to looking for a long pass that might skip or bounce along the way to the target, you just got to carry the puck, keep it on your stick, and throw it on net. I mean, not only is the puck, is the ice chippy out towards center ice and in neutral zone, but it's just as chewed up in the crease, especially considering how much traffic we've seen in both these creases. You throw that puck towards the blue paint, you don't know what kind of bounce you're going to get, and granted, both these goalies are big guys, but they can only react so fast. So we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make. Either way, I expect them to come out flying off the face-off. We've got Rasmussen, Buchanan, and Fortem's on the ice for the Storm. On the flip side of the puck, we got DeVries, Opal, and Stosky. So puck movers on the Eagles side, quick skaters on the Storm side. So we'll see how both teams approach this final overtime frame, Mike.
Should be a good one. Lots of room for everybody.
Puck is dropped. Fortem's controls. He gets it back to Buchanan. Buchanan with a good bounce pass off the boards for Rasmussen, who carries it into Eagles territory. Rasmussen working down low in the corner, trying to find a lane to the net, throws it out front. That play's broken up. Stosky now trying to find Opal at center ice, can't hook up with him. DeVries is there to clean up that pass. Working towards the net, into the slot.
Good
work by Connor Fortem's back checking on the play to break up that scoring opportunity for DeVries. Fortem's now carrying. Breaking towards the net, the shot runs into Joyce. And we've got a delayed penalty call on the play as Connor Fortem's drove the net hard and ended up colliding with Chris Joyce.
And this is where it's going to get interesting, because instead of taking a man off, we're going to put a man on for this 3-on-3, in this 3-on-3 situation.
Yes, in a 3-on-3 situation like this, when power play opportunity arises, you can't skate 3-on-2.
No.
So
we're basically back to overtime 1 instead of the action back and forth of 3-on-3. But 3-on-2 would look kind of weird, I guess.
Yes. So
that's too much.
Rather than the Storm skating with 2 skaters, the Eagles simply put on a 4th. So we've got 4:15 remaining here in the second overtime period. 2-minute power play on the clock for the Sicamous Eagles, who will look to end this game. They've got 55 shots on net, Mike. So no shortage of opportunities for the Eagles throughout this game. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse in saying that, but the Eagles have been dangerous all night, and Marcus Beasley has stood tall. Sicamous wins that puck off the draw. Puck comes to the point. Crump finds Powers the shot. Beasley got a piece of that with the knob of his stick, directing it to the corner. Marcotte now to the point. Nice with the puck. He looks to set things up, finds Crump on the left side. Crump with the shot. Hits Marcotte in front, doesn't make its way through to Beasley.
Close there, he had it lost in his skates, couldn't find it.
Shook now at center ice. He stumbles on the play. Powers is at the blue line. Marcotte tried to hit him with the pass, but Powers was just a half step offside on the play. So 1:20 remains here in the power play for the Eagles. Shook dumps it the length of the ice. eliminate a little more time on the penalty kill. Buick now with the puck. He's in the slot. Opportunities taken down on the play. No penalty call coming from the referee.
Beasley wondering where the call is for number 10 there, staying in his crease.
Ward fakes. Can't find an open lane. Puck comes back to Matisse, who will dump it the length of the ice. 45 seconds remaining on the Eagles' power play. Just under 3 in the final overtime frame here at MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. Harder now with the puck for Sicamous. He goes to Buick at the point. Buick with the shot. Beasley with the first save and the second save there as he's stoned.
That looked like a for sure goal.
Harder down low with a glorious opportunity, but Marcus Beasley kicking out that left leg, getting his pad on that puck.
And at the last second, too, Taylor, I thought that was a for sure goal.
The cage was wide open for Harder. Perron stumbling on the play there gave Joel Kipp an open lane, but once again, as the shot clock approaches 60, Marcus Beasley is there to turn aside another Sicamous scoring opportunity.
You see him turning back there, looking at the clock to see how much time he has left. How much more of this onslaught must he take before they can either get a split or a win?
Got to imagine Marcus Beasley is exhausted. He has certainly earned a nice breather once the clock runs out here. 58 shots on the score clock. Marcus Beasley has turned aside 54 of them, so good hard work by Beasley on the night, regardless of the outcome. That puck just leaking out over the blue line as the Eagles tried to maintain pressure with 1 second remaining on the power play. So the Storm have all but run down this Sicamous Eagles power play opportunity, Mike. We'll have 2:15 remaining once that final second ticks off. What do you expect from the Storm once we get back to even strength?
Well, I expect them to come out hard. There's 2 minutes left here. Fordern's back on the ice, and he's a skilled player. I definitely expect them to crash the net mentality, that's for sure. Not much time left before we settle with a tie if they want to try and go for the win.
So as a result of that penalty expiring, we're now skating 4-on-4 once again. At the next stoppage, we'll go back to 3-on-3. So that's one of the interesting things about this overtime format in the KIJHL, Mike.
Yeah, it's a little goofy, but you know what? It provides some good action without settling things with a shootout, which is okay.
Matheson now playing the puck up to Buick. Buick blazing down the wing for the Eagles. He finds DeVries, just can't quite hook up in the slot there. That was a dangerous opportunity for the Eagles. Rasmussen now is away with Wood into Sicamous territory. That puck leaks into Chris Joyce, who doesn't take any chances with it, with 1:20 remaining here in the final frame. With that whistle, we'll head back to 3-on-3 hockey. And we've got a face-off to the blocker side of number 1, Chris Joyce.
And Joyce, just like Beasley, knows exactly how much time is left in this game. He doesn't want to take any chances. The Eagle pounces on it.
Markin can't come up with the puck off the draw as Grieve controls. Grieve now out at center ice. Can't quite catch that pass from Takema. And here comes Devin Oakes down the left wing for Kamloops. Oakes circles in the corner looking to the point. Buchanan is covered. Markin now with the puck in behind Joyce. And with that announcement, we've got less than a minute remaining in the final overtime frame. Markin with the puck at the point, looking towards the net, fires a shot. Oakes is there, but he can't get a stick on it. And as that puck hits Chris Joyce in the crest, he doesn't allow any rebound with 50.4 seconds remaining in the game.
As we draw closer and closer to a potential tie game, these teams, just throwing everything they can to the net. You saw that long shot. Big guy like Joyce is going to stop it 10 out of 10 times, but you got to get something on net.
10 out of 10, hey? He's going to stop it every time?
Okay, 9 out of 10. Give me the odds. Nothing's certain.
We've got
in life, that's for sure.
Offside at the Kamloops blue line there as Captain Corbin Marcotte was just a half step ahead of the play there, a little bit anxious.
Are you sure it was a whole half step? Are you sure it wasn't a whole step, half step?
A whole
What
half
is a
step?
half step?
It's a half stride. Exactly what I said. All right,
Whatever.
Ryan Skinner at center ice for the Storm, working into Sicamous territory. Skinner can't catch up with the puck on that play. Barry, 2-on-1 with the defender, Neese. He can't handle that puck on the backhand. So another good opportunity for the Eagles, just can't quite cash in on the play. McNanny now looking for Buchanan. 15 seconds on the clock. Buchanan wheels back. He's with McNanny. Less than 10 remaining in the frame. Offside at the blue line as Briar McNanny was, how far offside was he there, Michael?
At least one stride.
At least one full stride. Not a half stride.
Maybe a half of a stride. He was in the middle of completing his stride, and that's going to basically kill this game. You see, everybody is getting up. They know something we don't. 5.9 seconds left, and some people are leaving.
5.9 seconds remaining. Rasmussen lines up against Marcotte just outside the Sicamous blue line. Puck comes to DeVries off the draw, and he is content to chip it into Kamloops territory. The final buzzer sounds, and this game ends tied at 4. So both teams come away with a point.
Tie game.
I haven't had to
so
say that yet this year.
It just seems so foreign to me. I haven't been used to tie games since 2003, 2004. So, good effort. The Storm battle back.
Effort by both teams, despite being outshot 58-34. The Kamloops Storm come away with the tie and a single point through 2 overtime periods here. Michael, thoughts after 5 periods of play here at MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center?
Well, they did good, and you can't see it there, but the Storm saluting the crowd. They did a great job coming back in this game. You know, we always talk about, especially a goalie like Beasley. He's a very good goalie, and we always talk about goalies stealing games or goalie bailing out his team. Tonight, I really think that the Storm were able to do that for Beasley, because you saw Beasley give up a few of those go-ahead goals, but the Storm were able to come back and answer for the keeper, so it's much easier for a goalie to be able to shake off that goal when your team in front of you is playing like they should. So we always talk about the goaltender stealing one, or the goaltender keeping the team in it. The team was able to play very well in front of their goalkeeper, and that's the best thing you can do for your tender in net. Get that goal, get it back, just so the goalie can put it out of his mind, and then it's a new game. And we saw Beasley able to do that. 4-4. He played outstanding hockey from there on in. Nothing was going to get past him. You could see that his team helped him get his confidence up there. So a good come-from-behind effort, but unfortunately for both sides are just too good to really come away with a winner tonight. Taylor, you're smiling. What, you don't agree with me?
I'm smiling. It's not that I don't agree with you.
But it's that you.
But it's that I maybe disagree slightly with you.
Oh, this is now we go back to the half step here. We're going back to the half step. You slightly disagree.
Thanks, man.
Your thoughts, Taylor?
The final shot clock had 61 shots on the board for the Sicamous Eagles.
Yeah, I know.
By my math, with 4 goals in the Kamloops cage, that means Marcus Beasley made 57 saves. I don't know how you can say, when there were only 34 shots on net for the Storm, that Marcus Beasley was bailed out by his teammates. He made 57 saves.
All right. Maybe bail out is the wrong word. All I'm saying is that when he gave up the go-ahead goal, a very crucial goal to give up, his team was there to come back for him.
Yes.
And when you're able to do that, you're able to let that goaltender shake that one off easily, and he can get back to playing his game. So many times, and I don't know if you're a goalie or not, Taylor. Street hockey?
I was never a goaltender.
At least street hocky?
No. I dabbled in street hockey.
From the goalies I've talked with, and that's very few. Whenever you're able to, it's a hard position to play, but the hardest part is the mental game. And when you have a go-ahead goal lingering in the back of your head, it can get under your skin. But when your team can play like they should and do what you usually do, we all know the common stereotype is that the goalie bailed out their team, or the goalie stole one for him. But tonight, the Kamloops Storm were able to do what they are supposed to do, and they were able to nullify those go-ahead goals that Beasley gave up, and allowed him to play better hockey in my mind. That's what I'm saying. Do you fully agree now?
I will never fully agree with you.
Never. We can never do that.
I always have something else to say, but that is going to about do it for us here at MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. 4-4 is the final score as the Sicamous Eagles and the Kamloops Storm play to a tie. Michael's waving his hand.
I don't know if you're going to outro us, but I just want to say tomorrow night it's going to be a real steamy one. Summerland is in town for back-to-back home games here for the Storm. The Storm with a rare tie. 5 o'clock start, so make sure you watch that game. If you can't make it to the game, or maybe you're from Summerland, or you're watching from around the globe, we got plenty of people from all over watching this. Make sure that you tune in. Go to khhl.com/webcast. And also, Mondays, 92.5 CFBS, you can listen to the recap if you missed the game on Tournament Capital Sports Radio. That's 92.5 CFBX, or the X.ca if you can watch it on the web. We'll have a couple interviews from that.
I listen to radio.
You listen
I
to
don't
radio?
watch radio.
I always accidentally put that. I always accidentally put the word watch where I should say listen. I'm not used to that word yet. I'll get the hang of it, though.
All right, so final words here. Thanks to Cole Prince of the Kamloops Storm, as well as Brett Watkinson, who assisted with the broadcast tonight. On behalf of Michael Potesio, my name is Taylor Roca. Thanks for tuning in. If you have any feedback for us, please send it via Twitter. Our Twitter handle is Stormwatch, KIJHL, or you can email Dewar, DEWAR, at VIP.net. We appreciate your criticisms. That's it for us from MacArthur Island Sport and Event Center. We will catch you tomorrow night, 5 p.m. puck drop between the Storm and the Summerland.
They're called the Steam.
The Summerland Steam.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to jump in because I knew you would want to.
Oh, yeah, I love that name, the Steam.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.